Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode of the Lum LaL Show. I'm your host, Lau,
It's your boy Pharaoh Lum.
and this is another injection of introspection.
hmm
So we gotta start off, man, with just kind of recapping because the homies went to Afrotech. I wasn't there. I didn't go.
Yeah,
But
it was
the
definitely an
homies went to
experience, man.
Afrotech, man. Tell me about Houston and how Houston was treating niggas.
Man, Houston was treating me lovely, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of hospitality in Houston. You know what I mean? I met a lot of fly people down there. A lot of cool men and women. You know what I mean? We got to have drinks and great conversations. And honestly, I think that the important thing that everybody down there from Houston was letting me know is this ain't just a Houston thing that I was experiencing. The Afrotech in general, I want to shout them out too. The Afrotech in general is something very, very, very special. It's 60,000. I believe they said around 60,000 African American individuals in the tech industry and other industries alike. I found out when I was down there, coming into the city. To network, look for opportunities, and what I found out on the back end is blow off some steam. A whole lot of steam, like 1,000
A
steamboats
whole lot of
worth
steam.
of steam to blow off, and
So
it
niggas
was
was trying to really just get they vacay in for real.
yes, and it was like man, cup runneth over with everything, bro. With
Yeah.
networking, with just opportunities, with just cool, down to earth people. You know what I mean? I'm saying just meeting, even just the networking, just meeting different kind of guys that was in the stuff. That it's like, okay, you got different types of what I'm saying, companies and stuff you working
What
with.
was the tech like? Did you see any tech that was just like, oh, this is next level shit? I ain't never expect to see this type of shit in 2025 type shit.
Honestly, I feel like there was a couple things down there that I really didn't get a chance to indulge in just because there was so much going on. The NBA was actually down there, and they had an ill little setup, but it was like a virtual shot tracking thing that you had to take like a jumper, and I guess it would like calculate your probability or something like that. I didn't get a chance to go over there. There was like a black activewear a company that said they were trying to invest in I think like sensory stuff like where it's just tracking your like how much energy you're expending and stuff. So and I think honestly, if I got to be honest, the first 3 days, first couple days we was down there, you know what I mean. We wasn't getting in until like 4 every day,
AM type shit.
4 a.m. every day. So it was like
Getting in at 4 a.m.
getting in
Like
for
niggas wasn't laying down in the bed.
5. Some of the nights we was laying down
5
for.
a.m. lay down is
And
sick.
time was flying
Consistently
consistently,
diabolical.
bro. Like drinking, running around, just having a complete blast. And a lot of the parties and day parties we was going to was starting off early in the day, just having good food. You know what I mean? Definitely shout
Yeah.
out to my I'm saying my man Kev. You know what I'm saying Kev the writer who
Shout out to
honestly
Kev, man.
who honestly is just like I'm saying like one of the best friends I got because all it would have took for me to miss out on literally what was a life changing experience was just to have a friend that just would have been cool with me just saying, nah, I'm not going
Yep.
the first time. Most niggas you
Yeah.
ask them if they want to do something, it's like, nah, nigga, they make a bunch of excuses. I don't really want to, I don't think I can. They niggas like, cool, you gonna miss out. But if this nigga didn't have the fortitude to be like, I'm gonna tell this nigga 65 times
Yeah.
that he needs to go to Afrotech until I caved. And then obviously a couple other things in my life seemed to line up the right way for me to go as well.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, if he didn't stay so persistent,
That was an important trip though, because I feel like
very,
you
very
out of the
important.
whole friend group, be locked in to where you don't leave as much as everybody else. Like
Yeah.
you don't really leave what you doing as much as everybody else. So I feel like that's why I was like, damn, I can't make it. But I also realized I was just in LA. I was like, I'll
Yeah.
shake and move a little bit more.
He
So
was
it's like,
moving around. Like I needed
yeah,
to. I needed to get on
facts,
I needed to
yeah,
hop hop another flight. I ain't done that in a minute. I needed
yeah,
to do a bunch of stuff. And obviously, without revealing too much, we had a fantastic. First, I want to say fantastic perspective changing, life changing trip. One of the best trips I ever had. Obviously, my man's had a little accident down there that what I'm saying, we'll talk more about later. But he had a little accident down there where just a little mishap where we had to go to the hospital and stuff. So it kind of took the trip in a different direction, but
yeah.
it was honestly a blessing that he kind of had that accident there because there seemed to be some other stuff that they wanted to check out, and
Mm.
and we found out that Houston is the best place. You know what I'm saying? The best place, one of the best places, medical wise, to get that
Mm.
worked on. You know what I mean? And get everything worked on that he was going through. But I just talked to my man Cav. He's doing well. He's in good spirits, and
Right.
I just wanted to take the time to shout out the Memorial Herman Texas Medical Center. You know what I mean? Just for all the care you've been taking with my boy and how polite and how kind and I'm saying generous you guys have been. You've been fantastic. So again, I just wanted to take the time to shout you guys out again. The Memorial Herman Texas Medical Center. We appreciate you. Lum LaL Show appreciate you. Tribe appreciate you. Our extended family and Cavs appreciate you up in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Getting my guy back right. And also, I want to shout out Texas in general just for hospitality. Very, very
Southern hospitality, man.
Very hospitable town with all the kinds of different people I met.
You mean Houston specifically?
Yes, Houston.
Because Texas is big as shit.
Texas is very big. I'm including a lot of people. It's like including the whole country.
Yeah.
It's like going to one city. And that's the other thing. Shit. Texas big is shit, boy.
Texas is so big where you can drive 45 minutes from one end of one of the cities to the other end of the same city.
45.
I take a motherfucker 45 minutes to go from Germany to England.
Yeah, nigga, you drive 45 minutes in Houston. You know what you're gonna be
in Houston.
In Houston.
That shit crazy.
I promise you. You drive 45 minutes in Houston, you still gonna be in Houston.
That means that the city of Houston is bigger than some of these motherfucking whole ass countries. That's actually insane.
When I looked at the map, I would say so.
Insane.
I would say so, especially just taking a lot into account, like leaving and coming from our airport, leaving and coming from their airport, like a lot of different stuff is just like Houston is just in itself is massive. And just the overall abundance of just blackness down there was like massive. Like you can find a bunch of us, here in certain events, in certain corners, but it's like there, it's kind of like if you live in Pittsburgh, you're not going to downtown and walking in black business after black business after black business after black business. Speaking of that, shout out to the Shanty Shop downtown too.
Look hard to find a.
Yeah, man.
Wait, you said Power Gang?
Yeah, Power Gang got a shop downtown. But that's when I shout them out because there's not a lot of black businesses downtown.
There's not a lot of black businesses that got storefronts in the city in general.
For sure, there's not. There's not.
Like in storefronts, I mean, there's way more than I can name. But some that just pop off the top is like. Moods Code. There's the nail shop, but I never been in it. It's like late. I don't want to mess it up. Lala's, I think that's a nail shop.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's a franchise.
You're Senseless, I believe. They still have a clothing store up there.
Plans for Skin. Like actually selling products with a storefront. I don't know of a lot of black businesses.
But even down there, it was like there's a lot of spots that I was talking to people in like clubs and different little hotels, and restaurants, and it's just. Black.
That's fire.
Black. If it ain't black owned, I'm gonna put it this way: if a lot of the businesses, I didn't talk to everyone. I talked to a couple that I found out was black owned. But if the ones I didn't talk to wasn't black owned, then maybe they just have a thing for only hiring black people because there was nothing but black people in there in downtown.
Yeah. In
downtown Houston. But I definitely say all in all, I can't wait to go back. Afrotech. I would say that if you're going to Houston, if you plan on visiting Houston at any given time in the next whatever amount of years, I would highly and strongly recommend that you go during Afrotech.
Yeah, I think going during an event is the best way to get the most out of what the city has to offer at its peak.
And I'll definitely say,
however,
that's true.
It can also bamboozle you.
I was about to say, it's going to bamboozle you 100%.
Yeah, every told us that
people in Houston were telling me every time I mentioned, because me being ignorant, not being in Houston, the thing I kept saying is, man, Houston treating me right. And don't get me wrong, there was certain parts of Houston that was just all Houston events, and Houston was treating me right.
Right.
But they were making sure to tell me, the people who lived in Houston, my home, Mike. I'm saying Mike lived in Houston, and other people.
Like, no, nigga, this is Afrotech, bro.
It's tech though, bro. Don't think you're gonna come down here all the time, and it's gonna be tech. When you go into a tech event, it's weird because it's like a tech event. You know what I'm saying? So you think about it. And there's like I said, everybody, cool people, some of the most beautiful women that you ever going to really get a chance to be around, and everybody's in a friendly mood because they're there to blow off steam.
Right.
And then you see guys there that like you talking to. I was talking to one guy, he was just so excited. He's like, I never get to be around this many beautiful girls, and you could tell like there's a lot of people in that industry too. I mean, don't get me wrong, tech got a lot of. Y'all be moving around, y'all get it cracking. Listen, tech
as far as black men though, I think that. I would assume that tech fields have probably less fly black men than they got fly black women. Just because black men in general are more absent in corporate spaces.
Yeah, I would say there was a lot of, there was a lot of motherfuckers down there dressed to the nines. But
I'm not talking about like
No, there was definitely a variation.
I ain't talking about fly dress. I'm talking about fly energy. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I know what you mean. But even how they was getting around with the girls, like and everything, there was a lot of people down there that you could tell, like, all right, he moving around. But there also was people down there that never do. On the
That's what I mean. Like, so it's like,
on the opposite spectrum.
I'm being overloaded. But, you know what I mean?
But I will say there was more of the former than the latter than I would have thought.
Oh, that's what's up.
When I went down there, because I was, we
I don't know what the tech field really holds as far as
you know what I found out, bro. It holds everything from girls whose favorite thing to do is to go to church on Sunday morning to girls whose favorite thing to do is to be in some club at 3 a.m. when Future's on.
No, I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that a lot of people work for startups. So all the people that collectively come together for Afrotech would never see each other during the working year.
Yeah, but honestly, a lot of them people down there work for Netflix and Nintendo, and that's the thing.
But even them be having sites. Like the one shorty that I knew that worked for one of the gaming companies, like, she work with mad black people, but don't see them in real life though.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? It'll be from home shit. I'm over here. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
I know what you mean. A lot of them,
you
even
don't
when
really
you work,
get to like
you
rub
work
shoulders with niggas.
Oh yeah, for
sure.
sure. Oh, I'm sure not.
Some of the companies, some probably is way different.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I know most of these big companies, they ain't going back and it's a goddamn black bonanza. That's what they. That's what they send it. But that's why Afrotech is so special, because down there it is a goddamn black bonanza. And it says you're never ever like. I would challenge anybody to go to an event and send me the footage and show me a bigger collection of just positive black professionals in one place. I don't think that there's a bigger collection of that. Unless there's another conference in some other field that I don't know about, which there could be, but it's just crazy to see that type from the conference itself to how everything transfers over to all the events and all the stuff going on. We missed a Juvenile concert down there just running around. Like,
speaking of Juvenile, though.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Juvenile, transitions. Ooh, what
the Cash Money.
Yeah, let's get to
No
that verses.
Limit verses, bro. First of all, I'm going to stand on this. I'm going to stand on this. To me, I don't care how nobody feel. I don't care what they say. To me, Cash Money is better than No Limit. And I say that as an overall score and rating. And the reason why I say that Cash Money is better than No Limit is because they did the one thing that every artist, up until recently, in my opinion, that every artist would love to do, especially rap artists, which is the design and define a regional sound. When I think of New Orleans, listen. When I think of New Orleans, I think of Manny Fresh beats, bro. Yeah. When I think of Cash Money, they had West Coast beats, they had East Coast beats, they didn't have a sound.
Yeah.
Cash Money, because of Manny Fresh, his beats, his production is New Orleans.
Can I ask you, where did Manny Fresh get it from? Because he said that. No Limit. That's the thing.
What did he get from No Limit?
His whole entire, you gotta understand this, bro, from their mouth and from New Orleans, there is, and it's not even an exaggeration, this isn't hyperbole, there literally is no Cash Money with no limit. It's not
that's okay. Like, I'm not mad
and
at
to me,
that.
That was the other part. And one thing I wanted to say is too, like, I definitely felt like they went further, which was the surprising part, which was what surprised me so bad to me, that like they obviously lost the verses. Because we got to get into the actual verses. Like, I definitely feel like I came in there thinking the same thing, but let me just say, in my opinion, all that's cute.
The energy, talking about?
All that's, let me tell everybody for every future verses. You got hits, that's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute. I get it. You in the charts, that's cute.
Let's be clear, though. They lost the verses, in my opinion, because the unit in which has the majority of their music that they wanted to display is disjointed. If you got Wayne and Turk on that stage, I don't know that they lose that verses.
To me, if you don't diss Turk at the end and call him a little bitch,
that's what I'm saying.
But to me, bro, it's like, to watch the battle all the way through, it's missteps. They didn't just lose the battle because of the circumstances before the battle.
Juvie performed his ass off.
They lost the battle because of how they chose to handle it. Who in their right fucking mind? Y'all have to be slow. And that makes me question the intelligence of everybody over there. You tell me who the fuck's gonna think it's a good idea to play a Millie with no Lil Wayne. A brand new, not even Cash Money.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
Bro, not even a Cash Money adjacent song. Let's be real, bro. Let's just be honest. There's songs that you think about Lil Wayne, you think about Cash Money, and there's songs you think about Lil Wayne, you think about Lil Wayne. Ain't nobody think about no motherfucking Cash Money records when a Millie come on.
Yeah, bro, but I don't mean
you know what he says at the beginning? What does he say at the beginning of the song? Young Money. A milli. He didn't even say Cash Money on the song.
Yeah, but he was still a part of Cash Money at the time.
Yeah, but there's mad other songs you could play with y'all niggas are on it. You could have played Shine. You could have played his whole first couple albums. You could have played Bring It Back. You could have played Go DJ with Manny Fresh. You chose to play a Milli, a song that came out when he wasn't even fucking with y'all. He was beefing with y'all when the Milli came out. Y'all weren't even in the, but that's what I'm saying. All this contributes to the L is what I'm trying to say. Like, y'all came out disjointed, dissing niggas, and the biggest star y'all had didn't even want to show up and fuck with y'all. And the nigga that No Limit decided to fucking take into the ranks in the midst of them coming up, shows up and shows out in the last song. And not only that, it happens back to back. That's the knockout blow. Y'all trying to play a Milli with no Lil Wayne. I'm sorry if everybody thought that was a good idea. I can tell you from the crowd.
Well, I mean, but if we're talking about like, okay, so it's different because it's live. However, if we're talking about how verses came up, you would have songwriters playing songs that they wrote. And
I mean, I agree, like, but you got.
So I'm not really mad at them playing that.
Bro, I agree, but my whole thing is like, if
is bad.
I feel that, bro. If I'm battling a nigga though, is you gonna have the same strategy if you zooming a nigga than if you cross the stage from him? I know you're not.
If the judges are ranking off of how good the songs were in their era, yes. If the judges are ranking off the crowd being lit, no.
Are you gonna have that same? Me personally,
you get what I'm saying though?
What I'm trying to say is this. After I seen the Dipset and Locks battle, that never would have happened to me.
I get what you're saying because
there's no excuse. And to me, there's just too many. A Milli, I'm sorry, bro. It just was a dumb move. It's dumb. The song has nothing to do with any of them.
No, I don't think it was a dumb to play.
So you don't think it would be smarter to play Stuntin' Like My Daddy? You don't think Go DJ would have been smarter? You don't think
them was all Lil Wayne songs with no Lil Wayne?
That's my point. And you're playing at least those songs had some association with you. You weren't even around in the video. Niggas ain't playing. That's like Mace putting out.
I get what you're saying.
Milli has no association with this battle. It has no historical relevance to Cash Money.
That's not true though. It does. Bro, because they still got paid off of it. Though.
Bro, they got paid off it, but the culture don't care. I'm trying to tell you is the crowd ain't care. The people on the internet was looking. The chat didn't care. Oh, that sound great. You know what the chat was saying?
But who ranks the verses though? I'm not playing my music for the chat. I'm playing my music for the judges.
Bro, there ain't no judges. The people are the judges. There ain't nobody here. Know that? There ain't nobody being like 10. 11, the streets are saying. I'm trying to tell you.
Who decides who wins?
Bro, the streets already talk. I'm trying to tell you.
No, bro. That's not an efficient way to actually decide who wins.
Let me ask you something out of your honest opinion.
But,
I don't know.
I'm asking, are there real judges or not?
No, there ain't. But let me ask you something out of your honest opinion. Just a quick answer. A quick answer with nothing else. Just a quick answer. Don't put no other sauce on it. Who won the Locks Dipset battle? That's it. Answer it. Nothing else. Nothing else. No. Don't say everybody. Who won? Who won?
The Locks.
That's it. Why? Why do you know? No judge told you. You know why you know? The streets knew.
No, I knew because
you part of that culture because you looked at it. You got eyes.
That's what I'm saying. I knew because it was a landslide. That's why I knew. I knew because it wasn't even close to even deliberate.
I will say this battle.
Was a landslide.
Yeah, that was a landslide. I will say this battle was a lot closer, but to me, if you're in a room, I'll put it this way. If y'all in a room, if that was Master P in a room and Baby in a room, y'all probably win. If it's Master P in the room and Baby in the room.
If it's the old, and we can't, I'm not trying to make no type of excuse or anything. I'm just saying, if it is the old quarantine versus Cash Money takes the dub.
Yeah.
But if we're live, the reason why Cash Money did not take the dub is because there's no Turk and there's no Wayne.
And to me, like, even without Wayne, like you said, they have enough hits to stand up. It's the fact that y'all still tried to remind, like, you reminded niggas Wayne wasn't there in the worst way. You gave us a solo fucking song where we don't even think of none of y'all on it. What I'm trying to say is if you were going to do that, it was a bad idea. But
I don't remember everything they played, but.
And my whole thing is like, it was bad. It was a bad idea.
They should have did Damn, I Miss My Dog.
Bro, there's way better songs.
They should have did that one.
Any Wayne song.
Because that one is relevant,
bro. And that's what fucked me up. Because any Wayne song is going to be tough to get bad without Wayne there. But you won't give us, might as well give us fucking.
I get what you mean. Like, that was the worst pick that they could have picked.
You might as well play, I Got Money.
Because, I mean, let's be real. Like, let's be honest. Like, if we're talking pure discography, like, I don't know what they got going on over that side. I want to say that showed me a lot of shaky business because if I'm Cash Money and we got a versus, Drake is on the stage, bro.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj on stage. Even though they were signed to Young Money, that was a subsidiary of Cash Money, which was a subsidiary. Like, you are still a part of my fucking label.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Like if we really doing it like, because I mean, but listen though, the reason why I'm going that way is because No Limit had fucking 50 artists on it.
Yeah, that's
No
true.
Limit had damn near 100 niggas on their roster. So I'm not mad at Cash Money pulling out the stops.
I mean,
I didn't pull out the stops.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad. And to be honest, if they would have did that, it's kind of like, yeah, we get it. Y'all can win that way, but let's just be real. Like in reality, this battle wasn't for that age group who gives a fuck about Drake. Or gives
it was for niggas that was like 35 and up.
It's for niggas who know Cash Money records. Or them niggas ain't, and it's cool. Niggas can have the technicality of it, but
I ain't 35.
Ain't no nigga. But I say it ain't no nigga who grew up with Cash Money records going to ever say out their motherfucking mouth that Drake is Cash Money records. I don't care what contract, what chain, what nigga you put him next to.
No, but listen.
I'm not.
We're talking about strategic. We're talking about.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying strategically they could have did it,
but not even just having him on a stage just because. I mean, like I'm gonna have Juvie do back that ass up, but then I'm gonna have him do practice. I'm gonna have him do practice after that.
I mean, I feel what you're saying, but
crowd. If we going off a crowd, you gotta
remember where you at though. Practice don't mean shit to me when Chopper Style come on. I'm 35. That's my crowd. That's our crowd.
No, I get what you
mean.
Practice
don't mean anything to me when Chopper Style come on.
Well, you took a loss for that round then.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's cool.
And it starts getting dangerous when you start trying to put shit like super bass on, and that nigga comes out like, you ain't gotta say too much from the look in your eyes. Because with our
it ain't gonna get dangerous.
Oh.
It ain't gonna get dangerous.
Oh, for 36
I think you're underestimating Nicki Minaj's pool.
Bro, I feel what you're saying.
It's gonna be dangerous for No Limit.
Bro, I feel what you're saying.
Super
but
bass might be bigger than any fucking song No Limit can drop.
I feel what you're saying, but there was a lot of...
Not in my heart. Not for me. Not for me as an individual.
Bro, I'm trying to say,
I
think you're understanding. I think you're underestimating from watching that whole battle. From me watching, literally sitting there from beginning to end and looking at the crowd, how many youths in the crowd. There was no, bro, but I'm trying to tell you.
No, there's a lot of young niggas, but there's a lot of OGs.
Bro, there was way more 36-year-olds than 24-year-olds tweaking to see a Cash Money No Limit Records versus. Niggas was not going to be in there.
They wanted that old school
vibing the motherfucking super bass. The bitches was in it. I'm going to put it this way. The girls in there to know every Mia X song. They knew every Mia X song.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. It depends on what room you in and what age group you are.
Wasn't Gangsta Boo on No Limit?
No, she was on 3-6, but they shot Gangsta Boo out.
She was on 3-6.
But that's what I'm saying. Like them Mia X songs is nigga 92. They're knowing every word. I bet you know a rap song from 92 don't give a fuck about that. Now if you take the room 10 years down, they're toast. Niggas is like, who the fuck is this old chick with these saggy jeans on? I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? But in that room, like when you have a versus, it's catered to the fans. Niggas ain't coming out for a new experience. They coming out to listen to the music they grew up on. And niggas who grew up on that shit got a certain flavor. So yeah, that might have got it with the young niggas who infiltrated the chat. They would have seen Drake and went crazy. Oh my God, Nicki, the barbs would have went crazy. But the niggas of the culture, the niggas who actually was going to be at that versus,
I ain't gonna lie to
regardless
you,
of
there is a way. There is a way, but you have to be a showman, and you have to be someone who is focused on presentation.
Don't get me wrong. Even though I disagree, I know the way to do it.
Listen.
Sure.
There is a way,
I know the way to do it.
For Cash Money to give me Juvie, to give me Turk, to give me BG, to give me Lil Wayne, and then to give me 2 NBA YoungBoy songs on that stage. There's a way to do it. Because they're all Cash Money. I'm using every missile in my fucking arsenal.
I feel what you're saying. It's about who but it's like you were saying before, bro. I'm gonna say this. You said before it's about the judges, and then when you said there ain't no judges, then it's different. But what I'm trying to say is for the battle, there is the judges. The judges is the niggas who was in the trenches with them niggas on stage on both sides who came up when them niggas competing. What I'm trying to say is the niggas up there who's really judging the battle and the niggas in the crowd don't give a fuck about NBA YoungBoy.
No, I'm not saying that they do,
they could bring out that would have affected that battle.
I'm not saying that the act itself. I'm talking about the act of I'm talking about the act of building up anticipation for me giving you what you want, and then me presenting you what I want you to have.
But I'm gonna be honest. Speaking of that, I'm gonna be honest.
Every great got passed the torch on stage.
But I'm happy you said that. I'm gonna be honest. Baby doesn't need to say.
Do that, though.
No, I'm gonna be real. Baby doesn't need to say NBA YoungBoy's name anymore. That whole dick eating shit with NBA YoungBoy, which niggas won't say.
First of all, I don't understand what you're talking about now. I'm not tapped into.
Did you watch the battle? Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the battle.
So did you see the end? You didn't see his diatribe. So I did
not see the very end. I was walking into one of my favorite bars.
Okay. Baby doesn't need to say NBA Young. Baby just went on a random rant at that. That's what I'm trying to say. To me, it was kind of. Here's what I'm trying to say. To me, the overall theme of the battle was Master P and No Limit living in their glory and resonance and their unity, and Baby and Cash Money and Baby grasping for straws of relevancy any way they could go because they didn't want to fucking stand on their own music. And they could have did exactly what No Limit did and stood their own, but they decided not to. They decided to go out. They rode Juvie for a while, pause. They rode BG for a while. They had the big timers. They had a lot of shit.
I feel like Juvie carried as much as he
did.
could.
But to me, their two big mistakes was that the show, like, they didn't really have faith in their shit. Why are you bringing up NBA YoungBoy 10 times during a Cash Money No Limit battle? What the fuck does NBA YoungBoy have to do with this fucking battle? There's nothing that but made you look.
You know why?
Yeah, but
it's the same reason
contributes to the L. You're an old senile nigga trying to grasp for straws.
That's why Gucci lost. That's why Gucci lost to Jeezy. Because you're playing new music. You're talking about new shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right.
And,
I know I just said there's a way to do it, but that wasn't the way to do it.
No, that wasn't the way to do it. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to go out and lose, that's cool. He didn't lose dick riding some nigga who's half his age.
What did he say about, you talking about?
Shout out to NBA YoungBoy whole crew. Cash Money NBA. Hey, NBA for real. We getting all of them. Cash Money NBA. Shout out NBA whole crew. Cash Money to the death. NBA. That's why when you said his name, it triggered me. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear no more NBA. Listen, please, bro. Sorry, because I know you didn't see the rant. I don't want to hear NBA name attached to this fucking battle for any fucking reason. No more. Baby tried a lot. And to me, that's what the battle came down to. It came.
But for you to say his name and not have him on stage, it makes sense.
4 times. He's not here.
Also, I don't think that.
And you see what that idea leads to.
I don't think he's a personable person to even have on stage. To be honest,
I'm gonna be honest. And I'm gonna be honest again. This battle is not for nobody who was born after the year 2000.
And I'm not disagreeing with that.
It is just not. And if it is, they mama educated them right. The only motherfuckers that's gonna be they gonna or wrong. Right to some people, wrong to other people. About to say, because if you hear for Chopper Style, you hear for Back That Ass Up, and you ain't gotta say too much. And when they start getting into this Mia X shit, this other fucking shit, this Silk the Shocker shit, this Masterpiece shit, this Bowdy, Mr. Ice Cream Man, a lot of them shits was going. And to me, what I wanted to see was an overpowering of that. Because to me, it's like, all right, Master P started this shit in New Orleans. That's a fact. Yeah. Y'all seen the blueprint and came right after him, not with a close blueprint, with the literal exact same thing. That's a fact. The biggest difference, yes, I can tell you with 100% certainty is a nigga who had 10 No Limit albums and whose aunt and friends was cussing them out like, damn, you really traded for them. That was their exact blueprint. A clique full of niggas matching chains from New Orleans, from the fatigue down. Exact blueprint. Here's the difference. Master P went independent, you didn't. So that's why I don't want to judge with the motherfucking shit. Because Master P was notorious for turning down $100 million and getting cussed out by the projects. That $100 million came for Baby. He took it. And that's why I didn't want to go into the battle thinking, well, they sold more. Of course, they fucking sold more. It's miraculous that Master P even sold what he sold.
A point.
And that's what I'm saying. But with that was a point. That was just a point I was thinking about before the battle. So I tried to remove that from the battle. And my point is, like, y'all could have came out in y'all glory, and I could have came out with 20 more songs for Cash Money that would have stood. Y'all had enough to stand on the legacy that y'all had with the niggas that was on stage there. Their songs out. But to me, between the NBA YoungBoy shit and y'all trying to play a milli out all the Wayne songs, it just screams.
I think we can't keep saying y'all. It's just one nigga.
Who was running that show?
It's one nigga.
You think Baby made all the choices, or it was like?
It's not that Baby made all the choices. Nothing that he doesn't want, I don't think, can go. He might not be one making all the choices, but he's the one that has the veto power for anything that he don't like.
I agree.
I think that anything that happened during that show that you absolutely didn't like is probably because Baby didn't want it.
But I will say, people was knocking Baby's performance. He actually surprised me with a lot of
not having Turk on that. I feel like not having Turk on that stage hurt more than not having Lil Wayne.
To me, not having Turk on the stage hurt, and calling him a bitch made it way too apparent and made it hurt even worse because it screamed no unity.
It's weird, bro.
It's like ending the battle.
You need Turk on the stage when they do
no
project
unity
shit,
afterwards. Bro. It's like you ended the battle and it's like, yeah, you thought we wasn't unified. Let me show you how ununified we are. Yeah, Turk will deal with you when we deal with you, you little bitch. It's like, all right, well.
It's like, yo, what's up with you, bro?
You know who's beefing with their brother in jail right now? Master P. You know who didn't say, yeah, C Murder will deal with you? He just dealt with the niggas that was there. He gave everybody and he gave everybody time to shine.
Why is he beefing with C Murder?
It sounds stupid. It sounds like according to them is some shit about according to Master P. He act like Monica.
I thought C Murder was out of jail.
He's in jail.
He still, or he got out and went back?
No, he's still in jail for that.
Wasn't there like an appeal that went through or some shit?
Nah, I don't think he got that, bro.
I'm tripping. I thought that nigga was out of jail for years.
Nah, because when he put that, oh, y'all done heard of me. He put that out from jail.
Okay.
I done things y'all ain't never heard of. But his
Yeah.
take when he went to jail was crazy. Like, he leaned in a room and shot the whole
Yeah.
room up and shit. But yeah, I think unity I think you're right though. I think honestly, if you're going to sit, like, to be honest, if I'm like the bigger artist and you're a bigger producer and we just in a room like this and we on Zoom, I'm a bury you all day, especially if you came up in the same era. But when it gets to face, I feel like those are the better verses because that's when shit starts to get interesting.
The face-to-face ones are interesting because a legacy and a name is very different than an aura and a present.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why.
Yeah, so aura and the
That's why
presence is
Dipset
different.
versus Lox was a fucking landslide because Dipset got the legacy, they got a name. So do Lox.
Yeah.
But Dipset's legacy and name reached further into the newer generations.
Yeah.
Whereas the Lox were more traditional hip hop as far as younger people are concerned.
Yeah.
However, when they got on that stage, none of that shit mattered.
Yeah, it didn't.
Because them 40, 50-year-old niggas who've been drinking fucking kale juice and doing pull-ups was acting like niggas drinking kale juice and doing pull-ups. They was energized.
Yeah.
They was spitting everything. It was back and forth.
Yeah, they was together.
Handing each other microphones and shit.
That togetherness,
that shit
man.
Was
and that performance.
and
even this little stuff I noticed, like Cash Money, I'll put it this way. Cash Money came out like, they were like, all right, y'all know the songs, make sure y'all know, let's show up to the show. And No Limit came out like they rehearsed everything. Like, I didn't even know certain niggas was there. I didn't know dude who made You Ain't Gotta Say Too Much was there till the song came on. And that nigga just burst out from the back and started walking down like, oh, you ain't gotta say much. Because I was like, oh, everybody had like their own little joint. Yeah. Everybody had their own little standout. Even Master P being 50 and doing a Running Man for fucking the whole entire show had niggas oh, going crazy, and I want to say before we get off that, me saying all that, I still think if it was a fight, I would have scored it like 144 to 150 because I think it was close. Master P's Unity and all them kept them close with the mega hits that they were throwing, but when that moment came of Millie coming on, when No Wayne came out and they replied with fucking fuck them other niggas with Snoop, that was the knockout. I literally seen a nigga with Cash Money on his face on the ground.
That was the moment where they overtook them in that moment.
Bro, they overtook them in that moment. I feel like it was a close fight, and all the other shit that No Limit had going for them helped them stand up to Cash Money. And Cash Money's problems made it a game. It's kind of like you're a great offense, but you turn the ball over 4 or 5 times. Y'all ununified. BG was my favorite rapper for Cash Money for a minute. He fucked his verse up in the first joint and had to bounce back. Juvie carrying, Baby kind of halfway rapping, Manny Fresh carrying. So it's kind of like every nigga that got their chance in No Limit, including P, was just going crazy. And like I said, when that moment happened,
it was the Pistons.
Yeah, bro.
Who they won? Who they beat for that one?
Lakers.
Lake Show.
Yeah, bro. And they had everything they needed to win, but it's like that unity in that performance. When you get on stage, you looking across, it was smooth. And they kind of had one of those moments. And that moment, and the other thing, the moment when Baby was like, "Yo, listen, nigga. I started this stunting shit. I started this ice. I started these tattoos on my head. I started these motherfucking chains on my neck. I was the first nigga to stunt." I was like, oh, okay, Baby trying to turn up a little bit. Then they played a #1 stunner. And then
that was hard. Then.
It was hard. No, when he did that shit, the Master P was like, "No, I hear you started that stunting shit." I don't even know what Master P said. I just know he said, "I started that," and all of a sudden you heard is that, "If you bout it, then you round and round." And that's why I was like, "Oh, this is an old crowd." Because 26-year-old, I'm like, what the fuck? They was in there like, "If you bout it, then you round and round." I'm like, "Oh shit, it definitely was a memory. It definitely was a memory."
No. We needed that one. But speaking of the motherfucking. Speaking of the Pistons versus the Lake Show, what's up with this fucking Chauncey Billups gambling?
NBA
shit,
gambling.
Bro?
Yeah, I was reading the article on Chauncey. Apparently, that nigga was supposedly a patsy or a representative for the mafia for an illegal poker ring, where basically they had all types of shit, X-ray tables, X-ray glasses and shit. And his thing was to get rich players for high value games. So you get a nigga who makes a bunch of money.
So they weren't betting on games. They were using players.
Him specifically wasn't. The other niggas was betting on games. There was names.
But my thing was the same thing that everybody else said. If we had potted when it came out, I would have had the same take that every other nigga had.
Yeah.
My first initial take is why we keep talking about the mafia and showing me black people.
Yo, everybody keeps saying I said the same thing.
Where are the whites?
You're like, oh yeah, and he's working with the mafia. Okay, where's the mafia?
Where are the cappuccino?
Why are you showing me the
Alfredo
nigga
eating extra hair grease?
I want to smell some cologne.
Garbage waste a company owning ass. Like where the whites at? Bro?
Yeah. crispiest suits you ever
Where the
motherfucking
whites
seen.
at, bro?
Where y'all at? Because why
Like,
they
where
keep
the
showing us
construction business owning motherfuckers at? I know y'all niggas is in the background, bro.
Nah, facts.
Because Chauncey Billups and the slew of other black players and ex-players that got arrested are not the masterminds behind no fucking gambling.
Yeah, whether that be gambling and poker or sports gambling. So let's just be real. I mean? Neither one of them is a mastermind. Not the master.
And niggas are snitching.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about, when I say niggas, I don't mean black people. I mean people. Niggas are snitching. Sure. You know why? Because everybody be like, oh, there's no snitching, no snitching, no snitching. My dad was heavily into I'm not NBA. My dad was heavily into like mafia movies and mafia lore and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's anything I knew about watching any type of breakdown of a mafia fall, any mafia that fell apart, any family that fell apart, whether it was fictional or non-fictional, it always involves mad niggas snitching.
Oh, for sure.
All the whole no snitching thing, bro.
Everybody
there is
snitches.
Not a group of hard body niggas that ain't never had a slew of snitches. It isn't even if it's a win. You know what I mean? So that being said, whenever shit really starts to pick up, we're gonna hear about a whole bunch of niggas that's biting the cheese.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas went down for the gambling shit earlier in the year. He got out and put up his got online and said, "Just so y'all know, I'm snitching."
Yeah, I think that was a joke.
I think it was too. Yeah, Gil's so stupid.
But at the same time though, like, I don't understand why. I don't know what the money's like. I mean, people be having money problems at every level. However, I have less empathy for a nigga with $1 million contract and money problems. I just have less empathy for you.
Yeah, I do.
And I know that your money problems aren't that different from mine. But your spending habits are so ridiculous that I can't even have empathy for you.
Yeah.
Because my spending habits is like eating out a couple times too much in a week.
Yeah, you're spending.
What are you doing, nigga?
Why you buying 3 pairs of Chrome Hearts?
What are you doing to be broke as $1 million nigga? Not $1 million nigga. Tens of $1 million nigga.
Yeah.
Like you're not a millionaire.
I don't even think
you
know what I'm hearing? A lot of like when the nigga Malik Beasley, I ain't gonna lie, I watched the one game they were talking about because supposedly he did it for one game. Supposedly it's like your homie.
Which Beasley? There's a couple.
Malik Beasley.
That's a dark skin one, or light skin one.
Dark skin.
All right.
And then Terry Rozier is the other dude that named in the lawsuit. He was really giving it up. Like when you watch the game, it looked crazy. Like he's trying to pass it. And
Terry Rozier's game looks stupid.
It looks crazy.
But you know what?
He makes money too, like $30 million a year. But that's what I think he was trying to do it.
What are we doing?
I think he was trying to do it.
a year?
I think he was trying to do it for his homie.
Fuck my homie.
That's how I feel.
Fuck you, nigga.
For $30 million.
You want me to look? You want me to jeopardize my career for you?
You know how hard you have to work.
You're not my homie.
To get to the NBA.
Let me tell you this.
You've been playing basketball your whole life,
bro. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Out of all of our friend group, all of our tight knit niggas, right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine me asking any one of y'all to compromise your life for me.
Never. Yeah.
And I can't imagine any one of y'all asking me to compromise my life for y'all.
Yeah, something would have happened to me.
That's just not even something. I don't care what happened to me. I'm not asking you to risk your livelihood.
No, I mean like an alien abduction and somebody like transferred my brain out for me to be like, yo, nigga, risk your livelihood for this amount of money. Like that makes no sense. You know me, like we already know, like you a teacher, and I've been over. You had to tell me, bro, it ain't that real. A lot of times when we're doing shit, just because I don't care for what I've been. Like, I know you teaching, nigga. Can we? Can we do this? Can we do it? Like, can we do this? Should we be doing that?
Because you know a lot of motherfuckers feel like because you stood next to them at some point in time that you owe them a part of your success.
Yeah, they do.
And the thing about success is it requires a painful process of refinement.
Yeah.
And if you ain't willing to refine yourself, nigga, stop asking for the shit that I've refined.
Yeah.
I can help you out. I'm not going to never stand next to my brother and not lend a helping hand, but my helping hand is not a fucking piggyback ride to the promised land,
exactly.
Nigga.
People want everything handed to them. We were talking about, I forget who I was talking about with the term gatekeeper. And they're like, where do y'all even get that term in the city? And I'm like, yeah, there has been people gatekeeping here. But what I found out is most time people refer to gatekeepers as the people who built some shit with their blood, sweat, and tears over an amount of years that they won't give a piece of to them for free. And if you won't come and give me this thing that you built from the ground up for free. I don't
care about being called gatekeeper.
I could care less.
I gatekeep a lot of things. I gatekeep my time.
For sure.
I gatekeep my space.
For sure.
I gatekeep my money.
Mm-hmm.
I gatekeep my resources to people who's not actually actively already pursuing some shit.
Yeah.
If you're not already pursuing some shit, I'm never offering a resource to you.
Exactly.
You got to be in motion.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to be. You know, you ever see a marathon?
Yeah.
You ever see a marathon where niggas running close to the side and somebody hand them a cup of water?
Yeah.
The only way you get to that fucking cup of water is being in motion, nigga.
It's being in motion.
This resource ain't for you at the start of the race, nigga.
Exactly.
Get a mile in and get you a cup of water.
Yeah, it ain't a jump
like,
start.
You ain't none of that. Like, and I ain't even saying I ain't got a lot of shit to gatekeep. However, everyone should be protective of giving themselves to things that have no intention of adding value.
Or blossoming or blooming.
Yeah, so if you got a homie that you got to fucking risk your career for and put up a butt-ass night in basketball for, that's not your man's.
Yeah,
bro.
like
maybe one of his family members was under threat of death. Maybe somebody was kidnapped. And we don't know how deep this shit goes.
And then the other nigga, Damon Jones, he went down. He wasn't even betting. He was just giving information to bettors. Like, he found out. He basically texting niggas in the NBA. And basically, how you feeling today, bro? You might know a nigga who's like, my ankle a little fucked up. I'm going to sit out. And that's insider information. Yeah. It's like stock trading and shit. It's like insider stock trading. And then you like, yo, so-and-so going to sit out. And then you bet on the fucking under or whatever. Or a nigga tell you, yo, I'm going out in the third quarter. Bet I score under 15 points. That nigga just make sure he score under 15 points. You up $100,000. Because who the fuck is going to bet? But niggas are so stupid. Like, of course I'm going to catch you.
And then you texted me off the iFeezy, bro.
Get
a fucking burner.
And then these niggas is giving the bets out. Like 100,000 people that's going to bet on Terry Rozier to go under 14 points a game when he averaging 20. 100,000 fucking people at one time. You think they ain't gonna notice that? Why the fuck is 100,000 people going to assume a nigga who averaging 20 points a game?
And then what is it?
Is everyone get 14?
Okay, I'm assuming that it wasn't actually 100,000 people.
No, it wasn't. But it was a lot, thousands of people, enough to ding off.
Because you giving out bets like, nigga, I'm giving the bet to you.
You passing it out, making me hot.
One person should have got paid from that nut ass bet.
And you passing it out.
It should have been you, nigga.
Making it hot for everybody, bro.
You giving out bets to the whole hood.
Yeah, bro. And now we done. Now nobody.
Now I'm cooked.
Now we cooked. Now you about to be.
None of the niggas who got money off me is gonna give me a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Now I'm playing for the Shanghai Sharks next year.
Fuck. Hell no.
A nigga who would have had, because I can promise you, Terry Rozier had a good 8 more years in the NBA. He might have had another 10 years.
He's cool
if he was in good shape with the way he scored.
And then
you're
making 30 M's in a year.
At least a good 5
let's say after taxes you're making 17 M's.
Yeah.
You're making 17 M's a year.
And they definitely going damn sure
I'm always thinking about investment money. Like,
you're worse off than a nigga who blew his ACL out because he got a guaranteed contract. He still get paid.
You're done ski.
You're done. They're voiding that.
You're done ski.
You're voiding that for
you
sure.
Lost endorsements.
They're not paying you.
You lost guaranteed money.
They are not paying you.
You lost future ability to make money.
They are not paying you.
You can't be on a network talking about a game.
I will watch you in Saudi Arabia next year playing basketball.
Only thing you can do is make a podcast right now.
You can go overseas to Saudi Arabia.
He needs to hop on the podcast.
And play basketball.
After the court date, after everything's done, if he can't be retried for anything, make a fucking podcast, nigga.
You make a podcast, honest to God, or go to Brazil. Or what you could do is go to one of these young countries that just got an Olympic team and get citizenship and tell them you want to play for their team so they can feel like they can compete a little bit. Because I've been seeing a lot of people, like when you can't play for the USA, the niggas whose parents is like from the Bahamas, they're all right, nigga, we going to play for the Bahamas.
That's why you got to really manage your money well, because 7 years in the NBA can set you up to the rest of your life where you'll never, ever need to work again, ever.
And not a max player either. I'm talking 7 years as a nigga who gets a minimum contract.
Yeah, 7 years as a nigga that makes $6 million a year.
Yes, you'll be all right.
You can be set for the rest of your life if you do what Chad Johnson did, nigga.
Yeah.
Get you a low ass apartment. Stop trying to big boy this shit.
Yeah.
Stop trying to go out every fucking night.
Exactly.
Stop
Follow
trying to fuck
niggas
all
around.
the baddest shorties and wear all the flyest ice and have all the flyest clothes, nigga. Get you, because number one, it's not hard to be fly. You ain't gotta spend thousands of dollars on your fit. To be fly.
Or you could just not care.
You're 6'6", nigga.
The nigga from OKC make
decent shit and go
make
outside.
$10 million a year. He show up to every motherfucking game in an OKC sweatsuit. He's like, I came to hoop.
Bro, like that's what I'm saying.
He keeping all his motherfucking money.
Yo,
OKC
keep your
sweatsuit.
pay, bro. Invest that shit. Get you a nice little apartment.
That's it.
Play it low key. Put your money in the fiduciary. Make 2 fiduciaries. One could be aggressive. One could be fucking passive. Or moderate, and then boom, like next thing you know, bro, you're making
don't bet,
and
don't bet, because not only are they going to kick you out the league, they're going to act like you didn't exist. If you was an all-star, they're going to not bring you up. You might not get into the Hall of Fame. There's a lot of shit like that's your legacy, bro. Like, don't play with some shit you've been working and building towards your entire life.
Talking about you've been practicing since 7 years old.
7 years old
to blow your shit for a nigga that was like, bro, I'm down.
To blow your legacy, so nigga can't. So you can't even get an NBA job.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be on
Here,
ESPN. You
here's the
can't be on
thing
any
about being an
side
NBA
networks.
player. You can get a
They're
lot of
cooked.
great jobs because you were an NBA player with the NBA. Guess what? You can't do that. You
Bunch of
can't do
jobs.
that.
Look at Shaq.
Yes.
Shaq is a prime example of how to maximize your retirement.
Yes.
No NBA player ever in the history of the sport, and I dare say no American sports professional in the history of American sports has maximized a retirement like Shaquille O'Neal, bro.
Yeah. No one has.
This nigga is on every single product. He is selling deodorant. He is selling fucking printers. He is selling everything. Food. He got shoes. He's on TV. He's giving things to people. He's generous. Like he's maximized retirement. He's maximized retirement to the point where he is Snoop Dogg his career.
Yeah.
Snoop is more known as a public figure than he is a rapper.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal is about to be more known as a public figure than he is a basketball player.
I think a lot of these kids don't know he played basketball for sure, and I think he did that because in his career he left. Out of everybody I know who was All-Star, Shaq probably left the most on the fucking table and the most meat on the bone per se with his career. That's because of him openly being, and the reason him and Kobe Bryant got into it so much, openly being lazy. So think about how much he achieved.
I feel like they got into it because why are you telling people I'm cheating on my wife, nigga? That was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy too. but even before that happened, and there was arguments. They had arguments on ESPN before that happened.
That's
like you not coming into the gym because you look at a nigga. Picture looking at a nigga who's invincible. Like he's 30, he's giving you 30 and 10 every night. Yeah. He's showing up 3 blocks and he's fat as fuck. And you showing up to the game every day trying to. All you keep thinking is, yo, if this nigga was in shape, we gonna win 11 championships. Like, and he's just like, nah. And it's like, yo, after a point in time, it starts to get. I feel like Shaq realizes it. Back. Yeah, if Shaq's in shape, Shaq has about 6 more years of dominant Shaq, and if you tell me he gonna be dominant
Shaq, more dominant than usual.
More dominant than usual.
He's probably putting up 30 with 17 rebounds. Nigga, he's probably Kevin Love at. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's like,
because early Shaq's like Giannis-ish, dribbling down the court, dunking on you. I'm skinny, I'm flying around. Well, I'm not skinny. I'm 7 foot and I'm in great shape. Then you get the Lakers. It's like, nigga, I'm big, I'm unstoppable. I'm still faster and more nimble than you, but I'm 300 pounds and you can't fucking stop me.
But 300 pounds at what?
7'2".
7'2" is not crazy.
No, it ain't.
I'm 300 pounds right now. I'm 6'3".
It ain't, but it's just like your knees when you're doing all that jumping, and sometimes you need to just like, all right, I can't be 300 pounds on these knees all the time. Like humans ain't really supposed to be.
It's not even 300 pounds, but at that point you're adding force.
Yeah, you're adding force when you're coming down, and you're dunking hard as hell and
600-700
dropping
pounds,
on both your legs. So it's like
type shit,
I feel like he goes so crazy. He gets everything out of his post career because when he was in his career, like he left a lot. You know what I'm saying, on the table. Because low key, if you ask me how many championships Shaq could have won if he was healthy, and then if Shaq, I'll put it this way: if Shaq acted like Giannis or fucking Victor Wembanyama, we wouldn't even be having a fucking conversation. Yeah.
I think he got 6.
He got 5. He got 4. 3 with the Lakers, 1 with the Heat. Kobe got 5.
So he left before Kobe got his last 2.
No, yeah, Kobe got his last 2, and Shaq said he'd start tearing his house up because he knew he wasn't going to get another one. Yeah. he said, I remember before Kobe died, he's like, yeah, I was watching when you got your last one. He said, you know what I did? Kobe was like, what? He's like, I tore my whole house up. Kobe was like, I bet you did. Cracking up, like, because he knew, like, damn, I ain't going to get another one. But yeah, that nigga got 10 rings in there, man. Like, Shaq, when you really watch Shaq, he was unstoppable. And then when you figure out he was doing that, eating what he wanted, traveling, partying, doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do, it's like, nigga, if you was one of them.
He was their closest thing they'll ever have to Dennis Rodman.
Oh, for sure. He was the peak of what that Dennis Rodman lifestyle could get you. There ain't never going to be nobody who lived like Shaq who's ever going to get the career. Oh, no, they're out. They're gone. They're out the league 2 years doing the shit that Shaq was doing. Like, you got to be unbelievable for real.
Shaq was just a natural phenom, bro.
Bro, literally from the jump. And couldn't dunk in high school at 6'10" at first.
I mean, that's why you tell niggas to keep at it.
Yeah, 6'10", it's just blowing my brain because I feel ashamed sometimes when I can't dunk.
That's a mental block.
Yeah, at 6'4", I'd be like, if I miss a dunk, I'm like, damn, 6'4".
It's a mental block. You know what I mean? Like, it's really a mental block of just you feeling like you can't get up there or whatever.
Yeah.
But I wanted to play this. Wanted to play a clip from this shit, man.
Oh yeah.
That shit I sent you earlier. I'm gonna play a clip. This is something that was requested for us to talk about on the pod.
Okay.
And it kind of is in alignment with a lot of shit that we be talking about, bro. So I'm just go ahead and pop this up real quick. Go ahead and pop this up.
Nadia is an extension of me, so I looked at her as a real person. But you can't sing. So she's not a real. in that sense, she's not a real person. What do you say to people who say she may be an extension of you, but other singers who are actually worked hard, who have practiced their craft, who are really struggling to get heard, who are really doing the actual singing, that you seem to have circumvented, taken a shortcut? I would call it a shortcut because I still put in the work. And anytime something new comes about, challenges the norm, challenges we're used to, you're going to get strong reactions behind it. And I just feel like AI is the new era that we're in. And I look at it as a tool, as an instrument.
Zanaya Monet, nigga. Allegedly a top, not a top charting, but a charting AI artist. And the creator, whose name escapes me, I think her name was something like Talisha or some shit.
It's cool. You don't want us to know your name. You make an AI artist and shit. Forget that. You don't care about your name. What's the other artist's name? Zanaya Monet.
Zanaya Monet,
Right.
and the creator behind it, talking about, and it goes. She goes on. There's one before that, and one after that, but talking about how people need to get with the AI times. How and I understand that to a large extent because the AI is here. However, I will never be behind an AI artist. I'm not behind an AI artist because art is art because of the facet. Art. Or let me put it like this: art is not special because of what you've created.
Mm-hmm.
Art is special because the chances that you as an individual even exist and then had the ability to create something that resonated with your experience and then somehow also resonated with my experience to create a moment of understanding is divinity. That is godliness.
Yeah.
Art can represent the energy of the divine, truly. That's why I love music. That's why I didn't listen to music when I was younger because I just wanted to listen to music. I listened to music because I knew that certain music would put me in a certain place.
Yeah.
I mean, you listen to certain music when you work out. You listen to certain music when you make love. You listen to certain music when you at a cookout. You listen to certain music when you got a function that's trying to turn up. Like is almost like music is almost like atmosphere.
Yeah.
With the music makes the energy in the room swirl a little bit differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for you to tell me that I need to get with an AI artist, to me is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
To me, it's inherently wrong just because, for me, just looking at it, because no matter what version of AI you're using, it's just an amalgamation and a collection of human ideas
Right.
and human speech.
I mean, she
and
says
human
that she wrote all
patterns.
the lyrics.
Writing all the lyrics and everything. To me, it's kind of
But
like,
she can't sing though.
if you wrote all the lyrics for the AI artist and you're putting it out for yourself, if you are specifically programming one AI artist that is a representation of you, I don't think, and you are entering all the data into that, and you want to stand behind this artist because that's the way you want to represent your art, and it's literally only your art and your info going in there, I have less of an issue than.
That's what she said she's doing.
Yeah, I have less of an issue with her. To me, it's still kind of taboo, and I would want to know a little bit more about the process before I completely judge it. But I have a way less of an issue with that than I had with somebody like Timberland, who was supposedly collecting songs from people for his AI artist.
He was training his AI.
Because to me, that reminds me more of like
AI, but she's using, I don't know what AI she's using specifically. However, we do know that whatever AI she's using, it had to have been trained at some point before it was mainstream. So
Yeah.
it's not like she coded and made an AI and started teaching it how to write her songs or shit. Like,
Yeah.
and she's probably using some Suno or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is an AI that has been trained to replicate certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
If using that as representation itself, like I said, it's still a little bit. I think this with AI, there's a lot of just inauthentic thoughts that come with just AI existing. But like I said, I have less of a problem. If as long as you're not data forming other people's shit and spitting it back out, I'll have to get adjusted to that type of shit, and I wouldn't want to see a market.
I mean,
flooded with
she's
that.
right in that it's a tool, but I just can't get with listening to AI music.
Oh no, I can never listen to the music.
AI music to me is crazy. Like,
I don't even want
if
to
you
hear
have AI making a bass line, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you are presenting to me a song that was sang or rapped by an AI, I'm cool.
Yeah. And I
I'm
think
cool.
to a large part, a lot of us who rap and sing and do vocal work are starting to get to a further and a way more Black Mirror extent. I think we're starting to get the feeling that a lot of musicians had when everything started being when sounds started becoming easily programmable.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like where it's kind of like, oh, y'all caught that's not a real fucking
When
bass. You
niggas
just got a
stop
computer
going to the
program.
niggas
You know
stop
what I
going
mean?
to the record store.
Yeah, it happens, and I've definitely said, like I said, I've openly used AI as somebody who, well, I wear a lot of hats, but somebody who has been and you know what I'm saying does it from time to time as a graphic designer, a trade, somebody who went to art school, you know what I mean, for that and everything. There are a lot of projects that are personal to me that I only go to designers that I trust for because this project is personal to me. However, if the project's not personal to me, or if it's something that I'm just using for marketing, I would have no problem using AI for that for a particular art piece or a particular flyer or something like that. And I do feel a sense of guilt just being a graphic designer by trade and saying that because I know that that's money that would go into probably a graphic designer's pocket. However, just being real, when it comes down to it, a lot of people can't really afford, you know what I mean, to pay a graphic designer for everything they want. If you want to put out 10 songs this year and you want quality art, you might be talking about anywhere from $1,000 to a $3,000 budget. You know what I mean? Especially if you start getting into if you're having photo shoots for said art, if you're doing a lot of different things. So I feel like it's a really sensitive subject, but I definitely don't want. I'm gonna put it this way: I don't want to become. I don't want AI people to start gaining fans in
That's what I
general.
mean. Like,
And I feel like it's
I
weird when
think
you have
that
AI
AI is a tool,
personalities
but I think
and
that
stuff.
there needs to be reserved a I don't even want to say a percentage of the art that's created by a human because how you count the percentage will get fucking flawed and remixed and all this other shit. But I just can't understand why someone would want to enjoy an album by an AI artist.
Yeah, I
Because
can't either.
then the album then to me is like it's almost like meaningless. Like because it's not coming from a place of human emotion.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And they were like, well,
it's
I wrote
not.
the lyrics and it's like writing the lyrics still like it's like I'm having a human being sing it. Like I
Yeah,
can write a song for this motherfucker to sing and they take it to another place. Like for example, half of the songs sung by Luther Vandross and Whitney Houston, they didn't even write them shits.
yeah,
But you would never know because they added their emotion to it and took it to a new level.
yeah,
I think that the human component by these people who own tech companies and by people who are pushing tech on us in a certain way, they greatly underestimate the spark of humanity.
yeah,
They greatly underestimate the magical component, the confounding variable, that third variable of human ingenuity, human emotion. They think that it's obsolete,
yeah,
which is the dumbest shit in the world because it's the most unpredictable and most um, immeasurable component of life. Like you can scale human emotion to heights you didn't even know existed. What I mean is like you can scale what a human is capable of. We don't even know the scale because
yeah,
every time we turn around, humans are doing some other shit that we didn't know that we're capable of.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then when we reach back into the past, we're like, damn, they was doing shit that we didn't even know we're capable of. So
yeah.
I just think that to write humans off and to want to land in this place of like AI music is scary to me because I'm not riding around listening to no fucking AI music.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not. I don't want to ride
And
around.
and it's somebody, what if it's slap? What if you listen to AI and joint the slap? I'm turning it off.
Yeah,
I'm turning off all AI slaps,
yeah.
nigga.
I don't want to hear.
Y'all
That.
turned off R. Kelly. Y'all turned off what's the young nigga name from Toronto?
Oh, I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Why can't you think of this nigga's name? Shot Megan in the foot.
Tory.
Tory Lane. Y'all turned off Tory Lanez. Y'all turned off whoever. I mean, for a second, years ago, y'all turned off Chris Brown. Y'all can turn off the AI, bro.
Cool, bro.
Y'all can turn off the AI. It's not necessary.
It's just a culture of, you know what I mean, trying to milk everything from the game on one end and people not really caring too much about the artist. I feel like we got to a place where people care so much about the artist. Everybody seemed like it was more personable experiences that was going on with fan artist relations, but now we are that's true. But we are also in the popcorn generation where everybody wants something fast. So it's just like you might get to a point in time, it's scary to say, where niggas might not even be listening to artists. You might just be like, man, I want to hear a song about the rain in LA, and just plug it in, and you just start making your own AI songs and listening to all the songs that you program for the day. I need an AI playlist, half hip hop with a kind of rock tint. I want it to kind of sound like 3-6 Mafia meets Corn with an 80s vibe and heavy bass. Make it about 10 hours. Creating your playlist, and you just ride 10 hours
my God.
on a road trip.
But that is what we're going to.
You know what I mean?
That's Pandora's next move.
Yeah, I don't want that.
It's like, you tired of what's available?
Yeah.
Prompt your AI to make your own playlist.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh my, that's where Suno's going, bro.
I could definitely see that. Like,
Fuck!
I could definitely see that.
Instant programmable playlist.
Instant programmable playlist.
The music business is actually fucked.
Yeah, for sure.
Instant programmable playlist. Did we just bring forth the fucking Armageddon, nigga?
I think we might
on our
have.
podcast.
We might have, because I think that's where it's going, bro.
I think that's where it's going.
So you start saying AI artists, I'm like, you're just gonna start. What's to stop you from just making your own album for however you want it to sound like? Just when you want an album like that, damn, I ain't heard nothing lo-fi with some fucking, I'm saying, down south rhyming in a minute. Can you make me a lo-fi down south sounding album? Heavy hip hop production, sure, jazz elements. I just made Big Crit's new shit.
I'm about to say, you just made some big crit. You just made some big fucking crit. That's sick, bro.
But I'd rather hear Big Crit. I'm not trying to hear the fucking.
I'd rather hear a big crit because
I'm not trying to hear whoever it is on the other side of the AI.
There's something about knowing that someone sweat over this that makes it hit different, bro.
I feel like it is too. I want to hear the struggle. I want to hear the story. I want to hear.
Let me ask you a question.
Like,
would you still consider it cooking and cleaning if you had a shorty at the crib that cooked and cleaned? She cooked and cleaned, bro. She come home, bathroom clean, bed clean, fucking bedroom clean, mattress made.
But I still consider cooking and cleaning.
Would you still consider cooking and cleaning if she only had to push 2 buttons to do all that shit?
Wow. Fuck no.
Why not?
She only got to push 2 buttons. I'll consider pushing the buttons.
She pushed 1 button, the meal's made. She pushed another button, the crib is clean.
Yeah, you want me to push the buttons tomorrow?
That's how I feel about the music, bro.
Yeah.
If it's that easy to make it, then it's a no for me.
Yeah.
It's a no for me.
Yeah.
I want the shit that 808 and Heartbreak was revolutionary for me, not because because of the sound. It was revolutionary for me because you mean the nigga that used to make this went through a process to start making shit that sounded like that?
Yeah.
What happened?
It was the biggest sound change in the middle of a nigga's career in prime that I've ever seen in hip hop. Ain't nobody ever make that big of a sound
You couldn't do nothing but respect it, even if you ain't like the music, because he stepped into a new lane and still did it well.
Yeah, that shit grew on me.
Now, if it was just a button he had to push, it would have been like, why'd you push that button?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's would have been the question.
No, I know what you mean. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, what made you go to that button?
Yeah.
That was, I mean, but when you came out with a new sound, it's like, yo, like, you went through a metamorphosis.
Yeah.
You went through a transforming process and came out on the other side with a new sound.
Yeah.
That's magic. Or you push the button.
Or you push the fucking button, bro. Or you push the button. It'd be tough. A lot of these dudes just continually push the button though with every album. I was gonna push the button again. And sometimes,
speaking of the fucking button, okay, say what you gonna say.
I said sometimes though, sometimes it works out. Sometimes it don't though. For a lot of people, that experimental album, sometimes you get 808s and Heartbreaks, and sometimes you get a hot Atlanta, hot water, hot shower.
I mean, at least he went through a process. The process didn't yield
new
favorable results.
New albums sound pretty good.
That's beautiful.
New albums sound pretty good, but yeah, that wasn't my favorite Chance album. I love Acid Rap. I love the Coloring Book joint. I feel like I even go back and still listen to those. But sometimes you get a little experimental and it goes left. Everybody ain't gonna fuck with it. But I always apply bravery. You know what I mean?
If the button also limits ingenuity, we never get Andre 3000 Hey Ya if there's a button.
Oh, for sure.
We don't get that if there's a button.
That might be the biggest.
You
sound
get what
turn.
I'm saying?
That's only one song, but it's a whole album.
No,
that might be the biggest sound turn.
Andre 3000's career is a walking sound change.
That might be the biggest one. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, Love Below was the biggest sound change.
Hey Y'all is not Love Below. I mean, not Love Below. I mean, 808s and Heartbreaks is hard as fuck and it's completely different, but it is essentially a hip hop album, just a different sounding one. Like Hey Y'all is not a hip hop song. in any way,
Mm-mm.
sense, form. It is 100% a pop song in every
Even
single way.
there's a lot of R&B on there, like Prototype.
Yeah, I was about to say.
think that you're the one.
Yeah,
Like yeah, like
that's
that's
different. That's a big
you know
sound
what I mean?
change.
Even the skit before Prototype was just fucking legendary. But I say all that to say, speaking of buttons, there is the streaming button, bro.
Yeah.
That all the fucking
Yep. Hey, all y'all been hitting for
fucking,
years.
not you know what? Not just it's not it's the artist, but it's not the artist. It's the labels.
For
bro.
sure, brother.
The labels are pushing the streaming button, and I got some things here
For sure, they're gonna push that button if
about
you want.
this Spotify lawsuit, right? Brought up by an artist, I think it's RDK or RLK and others. There's a bunch of plaintiffs, I'm assuming. The main defendant is Spotify.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things that they're saying in their case against Spotify has to do with Drake's numbers.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I thought that this was the Drake case. This is a whole separate case.
Yeah, it's a different case.
That's now implicating Drake indirectly because he's not a defendant.
Yeah.
But they're implicating Drake because his numbers represent a skew in payouts, right?
Yeah.
So the boosting of Drake's numbers through bots, through the blessing of Spotify allegedly, is making it so that other artists get paid less money from Spotify. Now, this is some of the things that they know for sure.
Yeah.
Based on Drake's numbers, these things are not speculation.
Yeah. Okay.
2% of Drake's streams, or 2% of the accounts that streams Drake's music, make up 15% of his streams. Okay, so 15% isn't a whole lot, but it is a lot.
Yeah.
2% of the accounts that stream his music
make up 15%.
Make up 15% of his total streams. You know how much those 2% are streaming his music?
How much?
23 hours a day.
Okay, I was about to say that sounds like somebody's gonna have to. It sounds like a streaming form to me.
It's a streaming form, bro. They're bots. That's what you call. If you don't know what a streaming farm is where you got 1 to 5 niggas with a slew of computers. It can be anywhere from 10 to 200, 300 computers continuously streaming certain songs over and over and over all day.
Yeah.
So for your music to be streamed for 23 hours a day from 2% of your accounts, that is absolutely a bot for him.
Yeah.
Additionally, he has streams from. He had I forgot how many streams. He had I can't remember what the percent is, but he had a lot of streams coming from Turkey, but they were geo mapped to other locations. So they came from Turkey, but upon first glance, it looked like they was coming from
everywhere else.
They was coming from the UK.
Yeah.
And additionally, he has streams from areas with zero residents.
That's kind of crazy.
So I'm not saying that Drake.
That's crazy.
This is the thing. I don't ever want to say that an artist pushed the button because I know that labels push the buttons.
Yeah, for sure. He can push buttons too, though. But
artists can also
caliber,
push buttons,
especially artists of his caliber. You can
artists can also push buttons,
and it makes you say, like, of course, that's why you would be so gun ho about the lawsuit with Kendrick because, nigga, I know what y'all be doing for me. I know.
But what would he? But my thing is like, what did you think would happen?
Yeah.
Did you think that everything that had lifted you up would stay hidden?
Yeah.
Did you think that your streams wouldn't be revealed?
I thinking that the industry had a special affinity for you in the rap game beyond all the other rappers that you were competing with is the biggest example of white privilege in Drake that I've ever seen.
You know what I think he's trying to do? I think because this is the thing about Drake. Drake is with people that play the long game.
Yeah.
So I started thinking about the long game. I think Drake is trying to destabilize and take down Spotify and then immediately build his own platform to replace them.
I can see that.
I think that he is working with a tech company that is trying to replace Spotify, and he's using his lawsuit and the slew of lawsuits that he knew would come up after him
to
destabilize Spotify.
Yeah.
and knock off the one of, if not the biggest streaming platform in the world,
Yeah.
and then replace it with his own.
I think
I think that that's
I think
the
he
long
kind of.
game for
I
Tech.
think people kind of have to in order to kind of own, because the bot culture is one thing, but the bot culture came from the streaming culture of constantly needing to be able to go to your page and see that so many people are streaming your stuff at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it was always like a weird thing. Like to me, I'm always I'm gonna put art out there, and I'm gonna be honest. I never really. I'm just not a Spotify person as far as using it. I know everybody, my friends, when I put as far as people I work with, put music out with. I'm gonna check on songs when I work with people and everything, but I don't really be checking my Spotify or anything. Like it wasn't for Cav, wasn't for my man's giving me the site that gives me what I'm streaming every week. I probably wouldn't be up on that unless I'm actively running a campaign or I'm actively paying for somebody to market some shit and I'm trying to see what the business is looking like. I don't really do the consistency with trying to see exactly how many people are streaming my shit, even though I should. But I feel like it leads to that type of toxic culture of just trying to keep up with the Joneses and not giving a fuck about what your art is, because you're constantly putting art out, and then every place you put art out, they're like, well, here's the numbers next to your art. What are you doing? Are you da 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 da? So it's like if you're not using AI to make some shit you think's relatable to people, you paying streaming farms for artificial views to make yourself feel better, or you doing X, Y, and Z, or maybe you're just so discouraged you don't want to put it out, but it's convenient for the user, but it's just weak and toxic for the artist. Spotify and all this streaming shit has always been super convenient for the user, but it's never really been that great for the artist. Outreach wise, there's ways to take advantage of it. Like I've met a lot of people who like my music from other places that I probably wouldn't have heard of or met without streaming. You know what I mean? But there's good and bad caveats with every piece of fucking technology. You know what I mean? Everything's nuclear. It could be a weapon. It could be an unlimited energy source. It's all about how we going to use that shit for real. So I feel like it's tough. I think that lawsuit, as far as going against Spotify, I don't know that they're going to win, because Spotify is so, for them to win, you need federal governments to get in and start making you give up data, because Spotify is not giving up data to anybody. If they're not giving it to Joe Rogan and they're not giving it to Joe Button, they're not giving it to Homeboy. You know what I mean? Or they're not.
No, but
it's
it's a
going to have to be
lawsuit
court
though.
ordered.
It's a lawsuit, so it will be a court order.
It'll have to be a court order.
Yeah, it's
and they
not
have
just
to
like,
give up the
give me
data.
the data. They're not just gonna get. It will be a court order.
Yeah, I just definitely want to see if they're going to be able to force them to do it, because it would be interesting to be able to give them. Because the other thing I was hearing is that, as far as the bigger artist complaints, they're basically saying that the bigger artists, they take a big pool of all the streams for real, it just accumulated, and they kind of bust it down amongst the artists. You know what I mean? And I think bigger artists are getting the same amount of pay as like smaller artists for real. So it's kind of like if you accumulated 70% of the streams in this pot, you getting the same as the person who accumulated 5. So
How is that even possible?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
But that's also the problem, is that you accumulated 70% of the stream that's in this pot, but 30% of your 70% is fucking bots.
Exactly. There's a lot of complications. There's complications. They ain't paying the artist right. The numbers are skewed on their side. They can't control the numbers being skewed. They want to play number games, and their numbers is all fugazi on both sides. And to me, it's just kind of like the fact that you can control the numbers. What's to make me say? I think Joe Budden made that point a year ago. What's to say that if I'm signed exclusively with Spotify and they owe us $5 million if a podcast goes over 5 million views, what's to say that you just don't put a cap on that and don't let me reach the cap? So you don't got to pay the $5 million. I see that all the time in the league. It's like, oh, okay, this dude, if he reaches 1,500 yards, he gets an extra $30 million bonus. Guess who ain't playing? Guess who ain't getting thrown the ball? You know what I'm saying? Like, guess who ain't getting thrown the ball? Guess who the owner's going to be like, you know what? I think we mail it in because we ain't paying him $30 million. I feel like that type of incentive happens when you just have all these fucking random people behind the curtain controlling numbers and shit. It's just
but
weird.
incentives are to encourage performance, but they are absolutely unreachable. It's the age old telling the gladiator you'll be free if you win 5 fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. You win if you win 5 fights. Your 4th fight is against 6 lions. Good luck, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You killed the 6 lions? Now we got 6 lions, 2 elephants, 3 gladiators, and somebody riding a fucking chariot, nigga.
Yeah.
Get him out of here, nigga. You'll never be free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how they do it. That's how they been doing it.
What do you think the next home for music is going to be past streaming? There's always been an evolution of music ever since it came out.
I think it's AI playlist, bro. It's stuck in my head now.
As far as where it's going to live. Yeah, AI playlist dead, but where are those going to live, though? Because before shit lived on 8-tracks.
Like what device?
8-track CDs, MP3 players. Now we're on blogs. It went to the internet after that. Now we're streaming. I don't see how it can get any more convenient.
I think that before we pass, before we get old and gray and have great grandkids, I think that a version of MP3s will come back.
You think?
I think there's going to be another version of handheld device specifically for music and maybe videos as well.
You think they're going to integrate that into a phone or just
I don't
have it
think
by
I think
itself?
it's going to pull away from a phone because I think that there's going to be a data war with streaming. And I think that data war
I
with
could definitely see
streaming,
that.
if it lasts long enough, will produce an environment in which people desire their music to have some type of VPN form
Yeah.
where they don't have to share data to listen to music.
Yeah. That makes
I
sense.
think that will happen, and it's naturally going to happen because the more people integrate with AI and tech, the more there is also a growing contention of I just want my shit without having to deal with y'all.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, streaming is cool, but like streaming sucks compared to MP3s.
Yeah.
And the reason why most people are like, no, it's not. I gotta like, yeah, but I gotta pay you every month for
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I have to pay you every month.
And I gotta hope I have internet service. You know what I mean?
You're a bill now.
Yeah.
I've integrated the cost of
Yeah.
listening to music into my life.
Yeah.
Listening to music used to be a flat rate.
You gotta pay every month, and like I said,
One time payment.
and hope you have internet, which it ain't a big deal to us because we live in a major city. But there's a lot of rural motherfuckers
and you
out
gotta
there,
have the net.
and there's a lot of rural people out there who don't always have
If your
100%
phone is off,
done.
you can't listen to music.
You're toast.
What?
You're through.
If my phone is off?
You're through. I almost downloaded some
If
shit
I
on my
broke
first
my
flight.
phone, I can't listen to
Yeah,
music.
I was mad I didn't download nothing on my first flight, having faith in the fucking Wi-Fi. Guess who wasn't listening to shit?
But the problem is that people don't necessarily right now feel the discomfort of that
Yeah.
reality. When the discomfort of that reality becomes more of a reality, I do think that before anything, a MP3-ish device will make its way back into the everyday. You know, I watched a video the other day, and I think it was a movie or a show about tech, and it made me realize why they stopped using the BlackBerry.
Yeah.
The BlackBerry was the only phone device, where the messaging was encrypted to where not even Verizon or BlackBerry or anyone could actually access your message. No one could see your message.
That's crazy.
BlackBerry to BlackBerry direct messaging. Remember direct messaging for BlackBerries?
I definitely do.
No one had the ability to see your message.
BB Messenger or whatever that was, BlackBerry Messenger. Yeah, that
no
shit
one could see your shit, other than you. So, you know, they got rid of that shit because they knew that Apple and other people got rid of that shit because they knew that the long game was selling data.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
long
I
game is
hate this
selling
fucking data war. I ain't gonna lie. I get offended when somebody asks me for my data now. I start telling them when somebody calls, start trying to purge information. I see somebody, I tell them off rip. Listen, I got a $20 charge before I even talk about my data.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to start asking me for information, I got a $20 charge. You want to send me $20? I can tell you where to send it on Venmo.
Yeah.
And then I can give you my name and my address, and that's about it.
I got a charge.
I got a charge, bro. Because
bro.
everybody just wants to fight for data. Everybody's clawing. All these companies. Hey, you want to sign? I don't want to sign up for shit. Give me my fucking cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I don't want to sign up for nothing, nigga. I don't want you to have nothing.
It is a data war, bro. And it's to the point where I'm about to sign up for this lawsuit at the AT&T joint because I didn't even realize niggas is getting like 7 racks right now.
Yeah.
For the AT&T shit because they leak so much data, bro. Last year and the year, like for like a year and a half, I've been getting an absorbently ridiculous amount of spam calls, bro.
Yeah, bro. I've been getting
spam
a lot of spam
texts.
calls too.
I've been getting random. First of all, these spam texts will get you caught up. It'd be a random number. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Let your girl see a random number texting
talking
you.
About hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Who the fuck is this?
You trying to get me divorced?
You can't even argue because it's like, who the fuck is this? I don't know that number. You call it, no answer. You text it back, no response. You're done. You're fucking cooked.
She looking at you like
you're cooked.
Done.
You're cooked.
Done, yo.
Like you're fucking cooked.
Through like trying to get me fucking caught
All
up.
about a spam text.
About a spam text.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You're cooked.
Yeah, either I tell them I charge, or I just say I haven't gonna lie, or I say the foulest possible thing I could think of in the nicest voice. I'm gonna make y'all take me off this. I'm gonna get put on a fucking list.
Yeah.
And the right one. Y'all
The
gonna
right
make
one,
sure.
the right
do
one.
not call this nigga back.
Y'all about to leave me the fuck alone about
I'ma
this.
ruin your day.
About this data shit.
Swear to God, y'all gonna leave
Fuck
me
no.
alone, boy.
Man, I feel like people don't really understand what data is though. You know what I mean? So when we talk about this whole streaming shit, the bot shit, right down to, you know, what you have to give these streaming services in order to access them, people don't understand what data really is. And data is information. Data is basically what they need to know to trick you into thinking that you're making decisions.
Yeah.
That's what data amounts to.
Yeah.
What do I need to know about this individual to trick them into thinking that they just made a decision to buy some new shoes?
Yeah.
You didn't make a decision to buy some new shoes, nigga. I forced you to buy these shoes.
Yeah, for sure.
I forced you to buy these shoes, and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
That's what data is being used for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people don't tend to really care, I think, because we live in a consumerist culture. We live in a culture where niggas buy more shit than they supposed to anyway.
Yeah, that's
So people
true.
don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't. We do live in a consumerist culture. That's capitalism for real.
Yeah, niggas will over purchase things. Like I was just talking to my students, and I was like, I was driving the other day. Like I was coming off of like the Monroeville, not Turnpike, but I was coming off of the Monroeville exit on 376, about to go down whatever fucking road that is. I want to say Monroeville Road. I don't think that's what it's called. But anyway, about to go down, you know, the main road to Monroeville, and I ride past a whole line of cars about to go on to Rhode Island Road. And I realized I probably rode past 20, maybe 30 cars. And I realized that none of the cars was the same car. Right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I just rode past 30 vehicles. And they were all completely different cars.
Yeah.
Now, someone listening is like, yeah, yeah, nigga. But the question is like, why the fuck do we need so many of the same thing?
Yeah.
That's a different variety.
Yeah.
How many flavors of popcorn can you get, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, just eat some fucking popcorn. Like,
Nah.
just get a vehicle with 4 wheels and an engine.
Nah, niggas need chocolate peanut butter popcorn and then caramel the next day. Lemon pepper popcorn
Kettle,
on Friday. Kettle
fucking-
corn. Feel me?
All the way down to the nutty ass ice cream flavored popcorns and shit. And so
Swear to
now it's
God.
like same thing with vehicles, same thing with TVs. When you go into Best Buy,
Yeah.
Best Buy got like as far as big products in there, Best Buy probably got like 9 things in there.
Yeah.
But those 9 things come in such a wide variety, it seems like there's more shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, how many fucking different TVs can a nigga buy?
Yeah. It's consumerism, bro, and capitalism. It leaves room for, it's crazy. It leaves room for innovation, obviously, and extra products, but it also leaves room for excess.
I don't
You know, we
even know
just
that
have
it's innovation
excess.
because what they're innovating is human laziness.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is that innovation? I feel like that's the antithesis of innovation.
But that's the I want to say that's what's programmed, or it's programmed into us to think about ways to innovate to make life easier. It's just inevitable. If we keep going, there will be a point where it'll be too far.
We too far. We've been too far.
We're getting there. We're getting to
We're
Wall-E.
too far.
You seen Wall-E, right?
I think
the
that
Pixar
would-
movie where the nigga was cleaning up the planet, and then he went to see all the planet got dirty, so we just got on a big spaceship and just lived the rest of our lives out
I ain't
there.
gonna lie to you. Wall-E is a hyperbole for where we're already at.
Yeah,
Like Wall-E is like, of course, is extra left. However, when you really look at the state of at least our country, we are already there. Like, yeah, we
Yeah.
don't live on a spaceship with a fucking with a
conveyor
plane,
belt
you
to
know
carry.
what I
We're
mean?
not all 400 pounds.
But
yet.
however,
Yet. Yeah,
the only reason why humans aren't or Americans aren't all 400 pounds yet is because our bodies fight back, nigga.
yeah, our bodies fight back.
That's the real, because like most of our country has heart issues. Most of our country has
Yeah.
high blood pressure. Most of our country has insulin resistant. A lot of our country has diabetes. Niggas got all type of ailments that are because of insulin resistance, high glucose, all the things, right?
Yeah,
And so when you really think about it, nigga, we're already at the point of consumerism where convenience is the god of America.
yeah,
People will allow their president to strip their rights and their country and their constitution down to the fucking bone because fighting back is just too inconvenient.
Yeah.
It's just too inconvenient to go outside and like actually do something.
So you got.
I gotta go to work today, bro.
I gotta get my kid.
I'm not trying to
My kid got
do all that.
My
like,
kid got practice at 4. I just got off work.
hey, bro, the world is like we really need to take back our country, bro. I gotta go to soccer practice with my kid, bro. I'm not really trying to hear all this shit. Right
Then this nigga played the clarinet. You ever how bad?
bro, I had a long day, bro. I'm just trying to go home.
You know what a 5-year-old trying to play the clarinet sound like?
Yeah, I mean,
Sound horrible. I gotta sit through that for 3 hours. Then I gotta go home. Then my wife gonna be mad because I ain't come talk to her all day.
I'm not trying to fight back.
I don't
It's
want to
too
go out.
inconvenient.
Yeah, the convenience. Well, I'm telling you, the convenience is
It's
people will
killer,
pay.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie. In different ways, in facets, there's a lot of shit I won't pay for, but I will pay thousands of dollars for convenience. For instance, I am 6'4". Niggas think I'm crazy. You be hard pressed to catch me on a flight that's longer than 5 hours if I'm not in fucking first class. I don't give a fuck if I gotta get a credit card. I don't give a fuck if I gotta put up the money. I don't care if I gotta spend the whole check. I'm 6.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I be toughing it
4.
out, but every time I tough it out, I be like, I don't want to.
Brother,
It's better than driving.
you know what it
because I
is?
used to drive.
You know what it is, bro? The two-row planes I can deal with because somehow, somewhere you have more seats because there's only 2 there. As soon as you put me in a 3-row,
You're Dunsky. You're cooked.
they don't. If you're over
And
6,
then with another man next to you, cooked. You're done.
if you're over 6 foot, bro,
You're done.
toast. I was in that motherfucking middle seat, like.
I was in the exit aisle, and it still wasn't as comfortable as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, bro.
Because the seat ain't as wide as I would like it to be.
Bro, it's just not. And I'm looking up at the fucking first class niggas. I'm like, oh, it's a dub. Can't do this. First class. I looked at that ticket. I should have just paid the extra 4. It was only extra 400.
400, extra 400 for first class. I don't know if that's worth it unless
Then
you
it start getting to $1,000 for a plane ticket.
Well, how long was the flight?
It was only 2 hours. That's why I didn't do it.
I don't think that's where I don't think
it's
400
worth
is worth the 2 hours.
Yeah, but
Because
I
you're
know-
not feeding me. If
Yeah.
if it came with a meal, sure. I'll
Yeah, the 2.5 hours. That's why I pretty much told myself, if I'm going to Houston, I'm just going to tough it out. If I'm going to LA, anywhere over 5 hours, nigga, well, I'm going to be in first class.
I did LA in the exit row. I did LA in the exit row.
How long was the flight? 5 hours? 7 hours?
5.
Straight through?
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't bad. I need to straight through too, because part of me want to lay over
It
after a
sounds
minute.
like 7 hours because of the time change. But
Time
it's
change,
really
yeah, but it's
5.
5. Yeah, that's what they were saying. They were like, it's a 3-hour flight, but really here it was like 2 hours and 30 minutes to get back for.
Yeah.
And then the time change and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that shit fucking crazy. Shit ain't made for tall people, folks. Y'all think y'all want this life? You fucking don't.
It's really not.
You-
Cars, pants,
Ain't nothing made.
your bed,
Ain't nothing
bed
made.
sheets.
Sort of ain't nothing made
ain't
for tall
nothing made
people.
for tall
boy.
people. For real.
At all.
Man.
Let me see. We already did that. We did no lemon versus. We did Afro Tech. Oh yeah. I also want to say, one of the experiences I had in Afro Tech when I first got down there, I was a little bit apprehensive, even though I knew it was going to be lit, because it was kind of giving me this thing that a lot of the DJs up here tend to do in Pittsburgh. And I don't want to say like all the DJs do it.
What did it? Who did it?
I'm trying to think the
music. I'm cool, bro.
I don't know why y'all black
Stop
DJs.
unsing us.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Why the fuck are y'all black DJs playing this rave music at hip hop promoted and themed events? Who the fuck is coming to these fucking
Stop
events
it.
trying to play this fucking rave?
We don't
music?
want it.
Who's playing that? Say that shit for the white
And it's
people
not
in
even.
Lawrenceville.
This
Say that
is
shit
all
for
right.
them.
Let's
No one
dig
hear
into
that
this. Let's dig into this real quick. It's not even house music.
It's not house
I
music.
can.
They keep fucking saying it's house
it's
music.
not even
That shit
house.
is not house
If that
music.
is now, let me say this: I'm not in the house music community. If that is in fact how new
Correct
house
us.
music sounds,
Correct us in the
don't
comments.
correct me. Go
Correct
to
us.
fucking hell,
Go
nigga,
crazy.
because that shit is ass.
Does it sound
Bring
like
back the house music where it is a electrifying melody. You got some drums,
Yeah.
but you got somebody singing their ass off over top of that shit.
Exactly.
I fuck with that.
Exactly.
Don't just uns me with no lyrics, nigga.
And also
That's disrespectful.
And also, let the slaps play if we're there to
Let the
fucking party.
slaps
If it's not a
play.
motherfucking open deck DJ performance,
with this.
my nigga.
And they cut it off.
Oh, bro, let me tell you what they
Are you-
did. Oh, no.
Now you want to fight.
No, I got something
Now
worse.
you wanna fight.
When I tell you what happened in Houston, you going to be like, let me tell you, nigga, we in Houston, nigga. The club's finally turning up. All I hear is, man, I got that swag. I looked to my left. Random nigga I don't know put his arm on me. There's a girl there. Look, we like, oh yeah, I'm looking at the stage. We like, oh, because you know I swear when I surf, I watch me surf. Cut! Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, 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 chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, boom.
They didn't drop the beat.
We all like looking around at each other. I'm like, all right, at least I'm not crazy. I'm looking around at a bunch of disappointed black confused.
So y'all wasn't fresh like this to church it.
The whole club was ready to be fresh like this. The whole club. If you cut swag surfing off before the hook comes on, you should fucking go to jail as a DJ. Go to fucking jail if you cut swag surfing off before the hook is on and you see the entire club.
Y'all didn't get this swag and surf. All y'all did was grab your surfboard and run to the water. We ain't really get in there. Like,
you seen the club arms locked. I don't care if you got a plan. And that's why y'all niggas be fucking up, because y'all be coming up with a plan. It's not always about you. Look at the fucking people. Play the fucking crowd. You coming with these preset playlists, cutting songs off every 30 seconds. Niggas ain't coming to see you perform. I was dancing with a girl.
Niggas
I was
didn't come
dancing
to see you perform.
with a girl.
I was dancing with a girl.
Here you come, cutting the song off in the middle.
That is the truest statement ever spoken to a DJ in 2025.
Yo,
I did not come to watch you perform, nigga.
I was dancing with a girl.
And even if your performance is a special thing, just know it's only special because it is going to get said individual twerked on for an I don't know how much time.
That's it. I can't tell you how many parties I've been to here and not one in Houston where I seen groups of black women fucking disappointed because y'all niggas want to put half a fucking Sexy Red song on before you get back to Play the fucking hits, anime. Y'all niggas getting too cute out here at some of these fucking parties. Y'all getting too fucking cute.
I think the problem is, I think a lot of DJs think that the only way they can be an ally of the LGBTQIA community is to play uns music. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think a lot of DJs feel like playing something for the gays is uns music.
I think
they act like gay people don't like the music everybody fucking like, nigga.
Gay people will be fine if you let swag surfing play. I promise you. There is a gay person
watching I gotta play
this.
something for the gays. Half of them gay motherfuckers I know be like, yo, I was going, bro. There was a gay couple that me and Imani was cool with, right? Still cool with them. Super dope dudes. Dope ass niggas. They told me, oh, we ain't go to that event because there'd be too much uns music. And in that moment, I knew.
If there's too much uns music for the gay community,
I knew.
Y'all are fucking.
I was like, these niggas really think that they're saucing up the LGBTQ community when them niggas be tired as fuck of the uns too.
Like, niggas want to hear the slaps. And
Stop
guess what?
unsing us,
and
nigga.
And the second verse, stop with the overly performance shit. Like, y'all have to calm down.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Pittsburgh is
y'all have to calm down. There's plenty of DJ sets to do that shit.
It is hard.
At this, bro, and that's why I was so mad, because I'm like, hard, I know I didn't come to Houston, but I will say, though, the DJ the next night,
crazy.
Shout out to the DJ club at 77 Degrees in Houston. You knew the motherfucking assignment. You knew the assignment. He played songs we were singing at the crib that shouldn't even have been played.
Yeah, you told me.
Bruh, to the point we're fucked up. Like, he played this, like, he was letting them rock. And to me, it's just about letting shit breathe. Like, that was the theme of the trip. Because she could be my baby, she could be my lover. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, call me on a late night. Yeah, right, she ain't acting right. Niggas is like, Superwoman needs a Superman. Here I am. That shit was... Nigga, 2 in the morning when it's on the rooftop of the club with a drink in Houston, nigga, that shit.
You ever hear a hole in your chest and shit?
What? I just sparked the wood. I'm looking around. What? It was different down there, boy.
Oh my god.
But yeah, when you have a DJ that knows the assignment, like, y'all control. I'm saying that because y'all control so much of the party, and you literally have the ability to decide whether or not we have a good time most of the time with the music. It ain't that hard. You know what songs is popping. Let the slaps play. Ain't nobody coming to a party to hear how many songs you can jump to in 30 fucking seconds.
Fuck you, nigga.
Y'all just get too cute. And I'm sorry, when niggas is partying.
Y'all remember this?
No, I remember the song you were just playing.
Y'all like this?
Like relax, bro. Calm the fuck down.
That Wayne Wonder moment definitely happened in the Berg, bro.
Bro, just cutting that shit off. Who does that?
You not gonna let the Wayne Wonder rock?
Nigga, you cut that shit off before I hear, got somebody. I'm walking out.
Cutting off swag surfing is actually diabolical, bro.
Ridiculous, bro. Makes zero fucking sense.
It is unacceptable, and it's like,
especially when you see the club. It's one thing if you planned on it, but when I'm looking around and the first thing I see is a nigga like grab me, oh, we about to say, and then a chick's next to me, and I'm looking at rows of people, bro. I'm looking on the stage, I'm looking by the bar, and I'm literally seeing the warm up start to happen. Lux next to me, Lux put his arm around me. We like, oh, it's about to go, nigga. And that shit cut off. It was the most empty feeling I ever had. I was just there with my arm around a nigga. We looking at each other like, I don't know what just happened. That wasn't supposed to. Everybody's just confused, looking at each other,
Like,
listening to some random Afro beat
now we
song.
just looking at each other with our arms on each other like we didn't.
I got
we
my
didn't
arm.
get this.
Now I have my arm around this man.
what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on?
Like this is not what was supposed to happen.
This wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to be a moment. You feel what
We
I'm
supposed
saying?
to swag surf and be enjoying glee. Nigga.
Exactly.
We're supposed to have jubilation in this motherfucker.
This
but
nigga did not let us get that jubilation off, brother.
That's sick.
The next one, I will say, shout out to 77 degrees in Houston. That was probably out of all the places I went. 77 degrees was one of the nicest venues I've been to. Outdoor, I can tell you can hit that motherfucker in the winter because it's all straight heated. 3 different bars, 3 floors, lighting, everything smooth. Good conversation, good music. You know what I mean?
Food, no.
Food, I didn't get any food from there. Food I got to get the places for them food. I had some fire chicken spaghetti down there. Crazy chicken spaghetti, brisket sliders. I got to think of the wing place, Wing Chung's. I think there's a place in Houston, I got to ask my man. He took me there. They had some fire General Tso's wings. A lot of barbecue. A lot of overindulging down there. I had to chill when I came back. A lot of
type shit.
A lot of overindulging. But yeah, all in all, definitely a good trip, man.
Well, shit, man. We fuck with y'all. Thank you for sliding through. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Stay tapped in, man, because we got more adventures coming up.
For sure,
and,
man.
And this has been another episode of the Lum LaL Show.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out for now, man.
Yep. Keep it rowdy. Keep it rowdy.